At physical therapy and balance centers, balance is key to everything. And Dr. Suzanne has walked us through so many different patient experiences, but it's always great to hear from the patients themselves. And we have a patient right here who's been dealing with some different issues and coming here to physical therapy and balance centers. What were things that you noticed that were going wrong that caused you to come here?
Everything from the my whole body just didn't like me at the moment. From hiking and crashing into stones coming downhill. I do things pretty roughly. I like to go uphill, not downhill. I like the mountains.
So was it a hiking thing that you did, or bicycle riding?
It was everything. I've never met her before, and for years I've had a lot of problems with my back popping, my right arm out of joint, and within one session I was able to actually move my right arm. And within the following sessions after that, I was able to, like right now, stand, do better. But I like to move. Being a vet, I like to mountain bike, hike, and I like hiking uphill, downhill. I don't like going straight because it actually is more compression. So she used therapy as well as bending, but she also used acupuncture, which I found out when you put an injury in a certain area, your body automatically heals it. So she used stronger, wider, bigger and deeper needles in order to help me with my hips, my shoulders, and everything. I'm not going to say it's not painful, just don't move. And then you're good. And it really is quite a miracle. I've actually been able to do my windmills with my arms, do my push-ups and everything else, and work with my trainer better.
See, so Dr. Suzanne, when you work with a patient who is athletic and has all of those athletic natured things, a lot of times we think of, oh, well, physical therapy is for people who were in accidents, like traumatic accidents, and we've talked to patients like that. But here you have a patient who is very active and wants to stay active but do it pain-free. What is it that you see when you look at patients like this, and how is it that your brain works to say, I know exactly what to do in that first appointment and make that difference?
Well, it's important to get rid of the pain so the muscles won't be inhibited. And then we can strengthen, we can do flexibility, but it's kind of, if you ask me, it's kind of cruel to do a bunch of exercises with someone in a lot of pain. So let's take care of the pain first. Electroacupuncture is my go-to, but certainly have other things to do as well, and I teach patients what they can do at home. I love to use the vibratory gun to increase oxygenation into the tissues. You have oxygen in the tissues, the pH changes back to normal, you don't have pain, and then you can exercise, then you can stretch. So it's more kind, and you get there faster with less visits.
It heals faster.
It heals faster. And the acupuncture needle will attract cells to the area to clean up any inflammation, or whatever's going on wrong in the cell. It's a little too much to go over now, but there's a lot. And I do have an article in the waiting room describing how it works in a Western way that our minds could wrap our heads around. If anyone ever comes by, I have research papers in the front as well as books.
Which is amazing.
It's hard. It's not an overnight thing. I'll be coming here for a while because it does take time. So, don't plan on walking out in one day and expecting them, I wouldn't say no miracles.
That's a great disclaimer, just to make sure. And what is this particular...
I'm intending to get her on the hula hoop. I have not told her yet.
Yay.
It's weighted.
How heavy is this?
We're starting
oh
early.
my gosh, okay, I see. So what is the key to using a weighted hula hoop like this? What does this help? And is it really, do you really hula with it?
Yeah. Okay. I could do that for you, but this is about her today. Otherwise I would. But this is like a big... playground, this office.
Yeah.
And we use balls and of course weights and TheraBand, but I also try to bring in other things. I did Tai Chi with a patient this morning to integrate Tai Chi into her functional activities and breathing. So I try to do a little of everything.
Balance and stability is where she is having this whole situation is to maintain, not necessarily to fix, to maintain, because you're always going to get fixed. You're going to go back out and you might get injured, you come back again. So it keeps you going.
Yeah, and I went to I did a virtual fellowship conference this weekend, and they talked about returning the athlete psychologically to sport. And that was the keynote address speaker, so that was the emphasis this year. So you are an athlete, and I hope to help you here as well.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And if you are someone who does a lot of training, does a lot of physical fitness, and is out and about all the time, and you just find some nagging injuries, things that maybe you don't think, you just think, it'll work itself out. Sometimes it will, other times it most likely will not, and that is where you need Dr. Suzanne. You need Physical Therapy and Balance Center right here in Sierra Vista on Paseo San Luis to help answer all of these injury questions that you might have as an athlete. Look, as a former athlete, I know I don't look like one, but as a former athlete, you find certain things that end up, I tweaked that. Even it could be years, right? I mean, you could have been dealing with injuries for.
I have been. I've been dealing with them for many, many years, and then after the military, coming down, and I've hiked for years, mountain biked for years. I played every sport, so it's just a process of maintaining. So even if you have to maintain, I would come here. Because it really does work. I mean, it's not ancient for no reason.
No, that's very true. And being able to use Physical Therapy and Balance Centers with Dr. Suzanne here in Sierra Vista on Paseo San Luis, the answers to those pain problems all starts with the core of balance and everything else right here at Physical Therapy. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Obviously, you would recommend this for
Absolutely.
others.
Anyone who wants to continue moving and psychologically be supported. She has a wonderful, charismatic personality and support. So I am very much appreciative of that compared to some of the people I've seen. And she also knows the correct needles, and her dissertation, I think, was also on the shoulder.
Yeah, so just the right spot for you that will help you get the right spot on your body fixed is right here with Dr. Suzanne at Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. Thank you so much for joining us today. Dr. Suzanne, always great to see you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share this video around, tag your friends and family. Maybe you know someone who is struggling with pain issues that Physical Therapy and Balance Centers can help make sure that we can get you pain-free and back to mountain biking and hiking and doing all those fun things up in the mountains again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Have a great day, everybody.